Hey guys, welcome to another new episode of Fright Friday right here on Night Owl Video. Today we are talking about Scream 6. See how they put the 6 in there? Isn't that clever? We're going to be talking about this movie. This past week I did review Death Wish with Charles Bronson, so if you missed that, go back and check that out. And as well, last week I did a review of Don't Look Now on Fright Fridays, and on Cult Movie Tuesdays last week I did Dario Argento's Tenebrae. So go back and check those out from last week. I also did a pretty good thrifting haul last week, which was cool because I haven't had one of those in a couple of weeks. The thrifting has been slim pickings lately, but anyway, I did buy this first day release. I don't normally buy brand new just because it's so damn expensive. These things are running about $30 now, which is just crazy to me, but I did notice my Walmart recently, a new Blu-ray used to be $24.99, and in the last couple months it's gone up to $26.99, which I'm only doing that for particular things. Like I got Megan and I got Evil Dead Rise and I got this one, but for the most part, unfortunately, it's just too expensive to be buying a lot of these new ones. But I did buy this one just because I wanted it in my collection. I was actually really excited for it, the Blu-ray, and yeah, you gotta treat yourself once in a while, right? So anyway, Scream 6. This is a horror slasher from this year, 2023. It was directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, who did the previous Scream movie. I don't know what else they did, but I know they did Scream 5, which was just called Scream for some reason. This movie stars Melissa Barrera, who was also in The Heights, as well as Scream 2022. Jenna Ortega, who is in Scream 2022, as well as X. Jasmine Savoy Brown, who is also in Scream 2022. Mason Golding, who was in Scream 2022, as well as the newer movie Fall, which I haven't seen yet. Hayden Panettiere, who was in Scream 4, as well as Scream 2022, and Courtney Cox, who was in all of the Scream movies, as well as, of course, the TV series Friends. And she's had some plastic surgery done. I don't know what. Courtney, just stop, because you were a pretty lady, and you gotta stop, okay, with the plastic surgery. It's just not good. Like Kenny Rogers did that back 10 years ago, and I don't know why these stars do it. You especially beautiful people like Courtney Cox, like why? Just age gracefully. Like I don't get it. But anyway, she returns in this movie. Like I said, she's been in all of the Scream movies up to this point. So I think the only other person was Neve Campbell, but she did not appear in this one because they couldn't pay her enough money apparently. So. The synopsis for this is a bit different from other Scream movies. 4 survivors of the Ghostface murders leave Woodsboro behind for a fresh start in New York City. However, they soon find themselves in a fight for their lives when a new killer embarks on a bloody rampage. So yeah, this takes it out of the Woodsboro setting, out of that, the house that we see all the time, and puts it in the city, which is kind of cool. The filming for this movie actually took place in my country, Canada. Filming took place in Montreal, Canada from June to late August of last summer, 2022. As I mentioned, Neve Campbell did not reprise her role as Sidney Prescott due to a pay dispute, making this the first Scream film to not feature her, which was sad because I like Neve Campbell, and she was always kind of one of my heroes in these earlier Scream movies. So it was sad for her to not return. I think those same directors are doing Scream 7, I want to say. I don't know, that's not confirmed. But I think they want to try to get her back. But who knows at this point. In several cities, a viral marketing stunt occurred as the studio's marketing firm sent individuals wearing a Ghostface costume and mask to stand motionless in front of cameras and walk around the streets, resulting in multiple 911 calls from unsettled residents. So I could kind of see where people could probably get upset by seeing that on their street corner, just not moving. I don't know how much hype it created for the film, but apparently it created some extra work for the police. The budget was for this film was between 33 and $35 million. The box office was $168.8 million. It was the first installment in the franchise to earn over $100 million at the domestic U.S. box office since Scream 2 in 1997. So this movie did pretty well at the box office. In March of 2023, the directors were, quote unquote, hopeful that a seventh film in the series would happen and said they would like to continue to see more movies in the franchise, quote unquote, whether we're involved or not. So we'll see. I mean, probably going to have a Scream 7. Let's just be honest. This will probably just be like all of these franchises that just keep going and going and going, for better or for worse. But the film currently holds a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, so fairly good reviews. Critics praise the acting, the change of scenery from the other films, although some thought it was overly gory and violent compared to the other films in this series. My thoughts on this film, I really like this movie. I don't think I liked it as much as Part 5, which was just called Scream from last year, 2022. But it was good. I liked the change of scenery. It was kind of cool. The opening scene is really good. Of course, a bit of a change up on the killer calling the girl at home. This one's, the killer calling a girl at a bar on her cell phone and luring her out into the street. And then there's, the attack, which was actually very violent. But it kind of sets the tone. It's in the big city. You're kind of feeling a bit disoriented from being, surrounded by skyscrapers and things like that. And there's a scene at the beginning where Ghostface chases these two characters into a corner store. And I think the owner of the corner store is going to shoot them with a shotgun, but Ghostface gets the shotgun. I had goosebumps, and I even said this to my son when we went to see it. Watching Ghostface skulk around the store, holding a shotgun kind of towards the floor with both hands, and he's just looking around very methodically. And I thought, I just had goosebumps. I thought, what a cool looking, NECA. I don't know if you're watching the reviews, probably not, but if anyone's watching that works for NECA or knows somebody at NECA, make me a Ghostface carrying a shotgun and I will buy that action figure all day long, because I just thought that was such a badass image. That was one of my favorite parts of the movie, and I know that was very minor, but I just love that image that it created. I thought the acting was really good. I really liked what's that person's name? Barrera, Melissa Barrera. I just love her. I think she's awesome, and I mean Jenna Ortega is really cool too. And I thought they were very just tough, badass bitches going in, and I just got kind of charged up from that angle as well. Hayden Panettiere was really good too. All the cast was really good actually. Just really cool. Love the image on the cover too of Ghostface with the city behind him. This would actually be kind of a cool poster to have. But yeah, this isn't a deep dive on this movie because it's fairly new and I couldn't find a lot of stuff about the production, but again, I like the change in scenery. It was kind of fresh for this franchise. I love the lead actresses were great. The mood and Ghostface. I also don't want to give away too much because this movie is fairly new, but you can see that Ghostface mask is all dirty and stuff, and so there's this sort of how do I say this so I'll not give it away, but somebody's pretty obsessed with Ghostface, and a bunch of variations of Ghostface throughout the years kind of make an appearance, and so that was kind of cool too, and just to see him kind of not all shiny new plastic, but kind of gritty, and it kind of matched the city setting, which I really liked. Yeah, so I really like this movie. There's a lot of funny meta stuff in it. Obviously, they're referencing horror movies and stuff like that, which is a common trope in these films. But I thought it did fairly cleverly, much like Part 5 did last year. So I'm kind of excited to see where they take the franchise. Will it be back in the city or will it go somewhere else? Who knows? But I do hope that they bring back these this cast because I thought they were really cool. Again, I don't want to give away. Hopefully, the cast can come back, especially these two, because I really love their acting and just their toughness and stuff. So cool. Much like Neve Campbell's character, like she's just a badass, and I love that kind of character in these movies, as opposed to the female characters always being chased around and gutted or whatever. It's like, no, we have some heroines here, and that's cool. I like that. It's good. Some people will probably call that woke. I don't know. I don't like that word. I don't like all that BS, but I think they're cool, and that's all. I'm just going to leave it at that. This is the 2023 Blu-ray from Paramount and Spyglass. Nice little slipcover there. Although the top band is red for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be blue, but same cover art on the inside. And then the Blu-ray is just very, very basic. I think they should have colored the lettering, because it actually just looks like it says Scream. You'd have to kind of know, because it looks just like the 2022 logo, which you can see in that little image there. There's Smile. Dang, I like that movie. You can also get the Stephen King collection, which includes Silver Bullet, Dead Zone, New Pet Sematary, The Stand, and the Old Pet Sematary. And you can also get the Friday the 13th set there. So those are some other killer additions from Paramount, I guess. Highly recommend Smile, though. I think I already did a review of that on my channel. Highly recommend that one. One review on the back just says bigger, bloodier, and scarier. So there you go. Special features, it says face your fears with over an hour of heart-pounding killer bonus features. Go inside the terrifying sequel of the requel as the cast and crew give you a behind-the-scenes look at the filming of all your favorite scenes. I started to watch it. I think it's those annoying little 7 and 8 minute documentary things. I wish they would just make one long documentary instead of breaking in all these little segments, but I guess that's how young people consume media now, so I have to go with the times, I guess, but I do like me a long-form documentary, so, but anyway, there's a bunch of stuff here. It says over an hour of terrifying behind-the-scenes content on the little hype sticker there, so yeah, I would recommend this. If you like the Scream movies, you're going to like this one. It's not anything, besides the city setting, this is nothing too groundbreaking. There's a little bit of twist to it, I guess, at the end, but if you like Scream, if you like slashers, you're probably going to like this movie. If you're not like a jaded, those people that just complain about everything. I don't know what that's all about. Like my day, we went to movies. We didn't as soon as we got out of the theater, just complain about it, Like I was just talking to somebody recently about when I went to see Aliens on the big screen when I was a teenager. It's like, or Indiana Jones or anything. Like we didn't come out of the theater and just immediately start bitching about it. Like we went to movies and we were thrilled to go to these movies and awed at the special effects and stuff like that, or the gore or whatever it was. So the storytelling. I remember going to see Pet Sematary in the theater, coming out and just being or going to see Wild at Heart or movies like that. I don't know what it is about today. People they see these movies and they just instantly just trash them. And it's I don't know when that became a thing, but I am not here for it. You got to give a movie a chance and you got to think about it and talk to your friends about it and rewatch it. And just, I don't know, it's just kind of a bummer, but I guess I come from a different generation. I'm getting older now. Yes, I'm closing in on my mid-50s. And so, I grew up in a different time, I guess, to some of these younger folks who just trash these movies for no reason at all. Or if you're going to trash it, at least give me a good reason why you think it's terrible. But a lot of these reviewers, they're just trashing it for the sake of trashing it. I'm not here for it. So if you don't like that, you probably won't like my reviews. Because, listen, if a movie's not good, I will definitely be honest about it. But I'm not going to just trash it immediately just for the sake of that. And I know with a lot of these sequels, we got the newer Halloween ones, Yeah, those movies definitely had their problems, and like I definitely had some criticisms of them. And I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that this is a perfect movie, but give it time to settle a little bit, you know, and like try to give yourself a chance to like get back into the mystery and like just enjoy it for what it is instead of just, ugh. Anyway, that's my rant. Scream 6, yeah, I would recommend this for Scream fans, slasher fans, horror movie fans, um, you know, people that like a tough female lead. These two just rock and roll through the whole thing. Like I said, Ghostface is creepy in this. It's kind of set against the city. That scene with the shotgun. Ah! I've actually just gone and watched that scene a couple times just because I love that image. But yeah, this is in stores right now. You can pick it up in Canada, your local Walmart, for around $26.99. It'll probably go down in price in the coming months, and then maybe Black Friday you'll be able to get this for real cheap. But it is in stores right now. It is streaming on Paramount, I believe. So if you have the Paramount streaming service, you can watch it on there, and you can probably rent it on like Cineplex and all those other services, but you're probably going to pay close to what you pay for the Blu-ray. So why not go and support physical media? Go out and pick a disc up at the store. Yeah, Scream 6. I was very excited to go out to the store and get this on the first day a couple weeks ago. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Let me know what your thoughts are on this film. Did you like Scream 6? Put it in the comments below. Give me the thumbs up if you like this review or you like this kind of content. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. And until next time, I will see you at the video store or at the thrift store or just out and about somewhere. Hopefully not on the city streets of New York being chased by a ghost face with a shotgun. But until then, take good care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you soon.